Okay, let's take a look at lesson 8-8, factoring by grouping. And we're going to factor a cubic polynomial. And basically we have 4 terms. And when my 4 terms, I'm going to group 2 of those terms. So I will group these 2, and I will group these 2. And then I'll pull out my common factor of each set. So for this one, for example, the common factor of 3n to the third and 12n squared would be 3n squared. And the common factor of 2n and 8 would be 2. And I'm left with 3n squared times n minus 4 plus 2 times n minus 4. And so they have a common factor of n minus 4. So I pull out the n minus 4 and I put what's left, which is 3n squared plus 2. And then they checked it. All right, so now let's look at this one, 8t cubed. Oops. 8t cubed plus 14t squared plus 20t plus 35. And again, I'm going to group them first. That's the first step I'm going to do. I know that the book didn't do that, but I think that's something that helps me. Then after I've grouped them, I'm going to look at each of these numbers and I'm going to say, what do they have in common? What's the greatest common factor of 8t cubed and 14t squared? Well, it would be 2t squared. And so when I do that, when I pull that out, I'm left with 4t plus 7. Then I will come over and do this one, and I'll say, what is the greatest common factor of 20t and 35? And I would get, just bringing down my plus sign by the way, I would get 5 as the greatest common factor. And what I have left would be 4t plus 7. So as you can see, they both have a 4t plus 7 alike. So it doesn't matter the order. Remember, multiplication is commutative. So I get 4t plus 7, and then I put what's left, which would be 2t squared plus 5. And, oh, I think there was a part B. All right, how is the factoring method used in problem 1? Like the method that is used in lesson 8-6. How is it different? I don't remember. What is 8-6 talking about? Let's see, factoring. Okay, so yes, that is the exact same thing. Yep, it's the exact same thing. The only difference I have to create when I'm doing this one, I'm starting off with 3 terms, and the other one I'm starting off with 4 terms. But I create for when my a is greater than 1, I create a 4 term. So I create a 4 term, and then I factor by grouping just like I did. So I hope that this helps.